So I've been at this for 30 minutes. Look, I got two. Look, I got two. Alright, so apparently this airplane got shot down by a missile. 30 minutes ago I fucking heard that. I've been trying to get online since then. But I got shit to do today. They want me in court in 30 minutes. Fuck the judge. I don't know how you schedule me on a Thursday at 2 in the afternoon in a plea court. Why am I going to a plea court to have a pre-trial? Why am I expected to attend a pre-trial? I'm not a lawyer. And if I am expected to attend, how come I'm not being compensated for the time? That's like 3 or 4 illegal things right there. They're all fucking... They want to tell me I don't know the fucking law. I tell them I outrank them and they go, and they run away. So let's try business report, to be honest, nothing else.
Very good word that people use. See?
Fuck. A very good normal word that people use. You're looking for fuck, I'm sure of it.
Sometimes. Alpine credits. Some conditions apply. This road license 12616. We are summer.
Kidnap the DA and bring that where we stay.
Are you interested in getting out on the water?
That, like a fucking inanimate object that no longer has the rights of a human. Bring that where we stay. You gonna come get me? Come get me with a discretionary bench warrant, officer. Try and make it look like you're not being racist and going over and above when all it is a discretionary bench warrant. I'd like to see that. Also, my name starts with B. That's usually 4 hours before I come up, so that's 6 o'clock in the afternoon in the evening, right?
I did not, and don't tell me he was dancing.
Wow, that was something.
Oh, God.
Anyway, shares in Tesla hit an all-time high today. Again,
Based
I
on
believe
what?
that's happened every day this week before changing directions. So that new
It's not a blue chip stock, eh?
Stock right now is down 2.3% to 480.
Again, they don't have fucking revenue. They don't have fucking revenue.
Today,
the CEO can't keep his mouth shut getting sued all the fucking time.
The stock is up by almost 15%. Shares in Starbucks seeing a nice bounce today as well, higher by 2.1%.
White boys that call other people pedophiles usually got something in the back of their head they're trying to hide.
Continuing growth prospects in the U.S. and China. Now, having said that, all-time highs on Wall Street today, despite the still simmering geopolitical concerns between the U.S. and Iran. Now, at the same time, there are political concerns in Washington from the people within the president's own party. Alex Wayne is with Bloomberg in Washington.
Senator Mike Lee of Utah, a Republican who's pretty close to the White House, absolutely took a blowtorch to the administration for providing senators very little information about what led to the Soleimani killing. Senators repeatedly asked for any evidence, any intelligence that supported the strike. The officials who were doing the briefing, including Secretary of State,
you got a Canadian plane shot down. You're gonna fucking die,
intelligence, even though they were in a
fuck with Canada.
Setting. They were conducting the briefing in a secure.
Well, what fucking country's flag they wear, bro?
No cell phones were allowed in.
The Dow right now higher by 169, the S&P up by 16, and the Nasdaq higher by 53. Now the TSX also hit an intraday record. Right now up by 69 points, 17,237. Gold is down $7, 15.53. Oil off by 18 cents, 59.43 a barrel. And the Canadian dollar down 20.
It was at 1,600, but it's down 7 to be down $60 or whatever. Come on.
US. Bank of Canada Governor Stephen Poloz speaking in Vancouver. And that speech starts about 15 minutes from now.
Oh.
I'm Chris McCusker. This is 680 News.
At Pizza Nova, there's something for every pizza lover. Create your own masterpiece with some of our vegan or vegetarian options that include our dairy-free mozzarella, our gluten-free multigrain dough, and our
you see it next to the fucking joint.
Ciao, I'm Dominic Finucci, and I invite you to taste the difference.
You're not neo-Nazis, you're Nova Nazis.
Maybe tomorrow's goals feel so far away. What if we told you that maybe you're closer than you think? That a simple conversation can spark something amazing. Your savings and investments can stand for so much more when they don't stand still. And Scotiabank can help every step of the way. Energize your investing. You're richer than you think. Scotiabank.
Taking a look now at the business travelers forecast in the nation's capital. We're expecting a mix of sun and cloud and cool today, minus 11 degrees. In New York City, mostly sunny and 2. LA, sunny and 18. Orlando, sunny and 25. Washington, sunny and just 4 degrees. Right now in downtown Toronto, we've got partly cloudy conditions, minus 4, feeling like minus 10. 680 news time, 1:30.
Number 1 for news in Toronto. This is 680 News.
Here are Sarah Barrett and Steve Roberts. Good afternoon. It's Thursday, January 9th.
And good afternoon. Here's what's making news this hour.
Several U.S. sources are saying it was a missile strike that led to the crash of a Ukrainian Airlines plane, killing all those on board, including dozens of Canadians.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will soon address the nation about the latest developments in the Iran plane crash. Canadian officials believe the U.S. intelligence is credible.
Vigils in North York.
What incriminates them?
The local Iranian Canadians killed in that tragic plane crash. Mayor John Tory will be among those paying their respects.
Fuck off.
Chapo and Felix
You're not from here, pussy hole. Don't fucking pretend.
Intraday records on Bay and Wall Street. Shares in Boeing seeing a bit of recovery on today's developments, and the oil is in the red for a third straight day. Business at 56.
Oh, it wasn't a malfunction. It was a missile. We're good. Stock price go back up. That's fucking classic.
Here's Carrie Prunskis. This report is brought to you by 407 ETR. Eastbound on the 401, that collision east of Kennedy and the Collectors has cleared away, and it looks like delays have eased off on the eastbound 401. We're back to being in great shape all along that route, heading into the Durham region. It looks good as well. Southbound on the 404 Don Valley Parkway, looks like that maintenance on the ramp to Highway 7 has wrapped up, so all lanes on that ramp getting through again. Westbound on the QEW at Cawthra, still have the left lane closed, all for some maintenance work, so traffic is very heavy on the westbound QEW from the 427 to Cawthra. Eastbound on the QEW at Cawthra, the left lane also closed there. It's all for guardrail repairs. And as a result, the eastbound QEW is slow approaching here on Ontario right through to Cawthra. A good drive, though, on the Gardner as you head into and out of the city. The 410 is moving well into and out of Brampton. On city streets, Toronto Transportation reporting that eastbound Belfield at Martin Road, all lanes are blocked with collision. It's heavy in all directions as you approach that intersection. The problem eastbound Eglinton at Don Mills, though, that has been removed. 407 ETR drivers say they save 20 to 60 minutes per trip. 407 ETR manages traffic for an excellent driving experience. Visit 407etr.com. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Clouds increase and it's a cold day for us today. Our temperature will slowly rise to a guaranteed high -1 for tonight. Cloudy with rising temperatures overnight. For today, the guaranteed high -1.
Right now downtown, partly cloudy and -4, feeling like -11 when you factor in the wind. So over at Pearson, it's partly cloudy, -5, but feeling like -12. 680 news time, 1:33.
Breaking news on the Ukrainian airliner crash. While the investigation into the disaster continues, several U.S. sources say it looks like a missile strike is what brought the plane down. The crash killing all 176 people on board, including at least 63 Canadians.
The 680's Irene Precklett, who's been following this story for us and joins us live now with the very latest developments. Irene?
And Steve, many are saying it's highly likely that it was an Iranian anti-aircraft missile that downed the jetliner. President Donald Trump
required by our divisional partners and representatives working on their behalf to proceed with this request. Your information is collected under the City of Toronto Act 2006.
And dial 311. You heard me dial 10 fucking digits, eh? Let me see what I just dialed. No, I dialed 13 digits. How the fuck did I get to 311? How the fuck am I supposed to call them? You see what they did? They fucking put out one phone number, then they redirected. How am I supposed to call them?
majority of which were heading to Canada. Ukraine says they have.
So lawyers are allowed to call and send faxes. I know the clothes is ripped, but the wind don't come through, so I don't give a fuck. My Rockaway's dirty. It smells funny. So I know it looks better, but it smells funny. So I would look better on the video, but I'd be sitting there going, damn, this smells.
He's set to address the nation in his second news conference in as many days. More from our
although for court, maybe I should be wearing nicer looking clothes that smell worse. That's what I should do. I should put the Rockaway on because it stinks.
To give Canadians an update on the plane crash.
They can order you to come. They cannot order you how to come. You come as you are.
Comment at this time, but CBC reports the U.S. intelligence has been shared with Canada.
Bleeding from the dick.
Says our officials believe the intelligence.
They want me to fucking watch it. Take a fucking subway.
Iran Civil Aviation Authority has invited Canadian investigators to take part in the probe into the cause of the crash. The Transportation Safety Board can't confirm at this time if or when it's sending a team to Iran, and it's not clear what role they'll play or what access they'll have. Our Foreign Affairs Minister called his Iranian counterpart last night, requesting permission for Canadian officials to enter the country to help with the investigation, identify victims, and provide consular services for families. Cormac makes
requesting permission.
A number of vigils are set to be held in Toronto tonight to honor some of the local victims. Our Mark Douglas is at one of the.
They'll let the families in before they let the fucking consular officials in.
With more details.
This is no different than North Korea and fucking Japan.
For every Torontonian to come together and honor the lives lost in that terrible plane crash. There are two events happening back to back right here in North York. One of them organized by the Iranian Canadian Congress.
It's not nearly all of the victims from our community. I think people are just shocked right now.
And that's Pouyan Tabassi-Najad. He's the vice president of the Iranian Canadian Congress.
I'll wave you when I come back later. We'll do that later. And one was like 2.67 or so. It's probably about 5 or 6, 5.5 grams there maybe.
He says the grief is giving way to frustration now inside their tight-knit community due to the limitations of politics leading up to the crash and in its aftermath. The first vigil will be outdoors at 6 o'clock here in Mel Lastman Square. Mayor John Tory is scheduled to attend. Then the Congress is hosting its own vigil inside the North York Civic Center. That's right beside the square. That's at 6:30. A third event being held at 9 tonight at the Imam Ali Islamic Center. That's down on Bermondsey Road near Eglinton. Live in North York. I'm Mark Douglas.
I thought it was a street.
News. It's
really a road from
Bermondsey
Street.
Special outdoor practice at one of Toronto's most iconic skating rinks this afternoon. 680's Momin Qureshi is at Nathan Phillips Square and joins us live with more from excited fans who got to see their favorite players. Momin.
It was a fun lunch hour, Sarah, as thousands of fans packed into Nathan Phillips Square and surrounded the outdoor rink, which the Leafs turned into a hockey rink with all the boards and netting and everything up. The team holding a practice, which was more so of a 3-on-3 freewheeling tournament, just putting on a bit of a show. Fans like Vanessa got to stand directly behind the net, and that spot did not come without a little bit of effort.
Yeah, we got here at 9 in the morning. Made sure
I would have failed that trivia question.
So you earned it.
We earned it.
How cool is it that you guys get to stay in here and see this team play for free?
It's amazing. Like, it's hard to get tickets, so it's amazing to be able to watch them for free.
Vanessa came with the mission of getting a puck from Austin Matthews, and she actually made that happen. Now, the players loved it. You know who else loved it? The coach, Sheldon Keefe.
I had absolutely no function here today, but I wanted to make sure to get my skates on and get on the ice. It's a different feel. The puck feels different, sounds different, the skates sound different.
I had absolutely no. I'm going to say that in court. That's what I'm going to do. I have absolutely no function here today, sir.
To see for all the fans who came down to the square over the lunch break. Reporting live, I'm Momin Qureshi.
680 News Time, 1:38. Britain's royal family working overtime to contain the fallout from Prince Harry and Meghan's surprise announcement yesterday that they plan to step back from royal duties and try to become more financially independent. But royal biographer Angela Levin says it's not clear just how Prince Harry intends to do it.
You haven't got an actual career. I mean, his career was the army. That's what he was very good at. That's what he loved. That's what he felt at
when he wasn't allowed near any action, yeah.
He's not somebody who sits behind a computer. He told me he hates that. He's an action man. He wants to be doing things. What can he do?
How British of him.
Dominating British media today reporting that Queen Elizabeth, though, had not been informed of yesterday's decision.
It's just into 680 News. The Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario has served notice. It will escalate its strike action next week. As of Monday, public elementary teachers will no longer supervise extracurricular activities or participate in field trips. As well, the union is planning rotating strikes beginning January 20th. Stay with 680 News for the latest on this developing story.
Time 1:39.
Do you want to make more money? Own your own business? Shake things up. Visit the Franchise Expo.
They keep using the term co-parent. We are the co-parents of your children. What the fuck did you just say?
Offering full and part-time opportunities.
If you're getting 2%, I want one of those percents.
There are countless opportunities to be the boss, call the shots, and love your work at Canada's largest Franchise Expo. This weekend at the Metro Toronto Convention Center. Get tickets at
Co-parent. They use that word, and they think people are just going for, oh, you're right, you're the parent of my child too. That goes beyond civics and fucking law, legislation. Go get in between a mother bear and her baby bear and watch what happens. And you say, oh, I got a badge. You don't do that. You're gonna die. Gun or knife or nothing. You're gonna die.
Saturday at North Toronto Auction. Over 500 vehicles with a
I'm alive.
warranty that fits any budget. Visit NorthTorontoAuction.com.
Where you can buy your shit back for 10 cents on the dollar.
Predicts the price will drop 3 cents at midnight to $1.15.9 a liter.
680
Now, how the
News
fuck
Time
did that happen?
1:40.
When businesses advertise on both 680 News and 98.1 CHFI, not only do they reach a huge GTA audience, they also have an expert creative and marketing team on their side. This is Valerie from Martin Daniel Interiors.
Our account managers at both 680 and CHFI have been great. They've actually been the reason for our success. We have had many brainstorming meetings all together to come up with the best concept to grow our business. On the advice of my account reps, we decided to use my voice as the main voice representing the family at Martin Daniel Interiors, that has really played a big part in our recognition in the city.
Sounds like Martin Daniel Interiors trusts the team at 680 News and CHFI.
I'm very comfortable discussing our business needs with my account reps, and I feel that this trust that we have allows them to give me the best direction on what can continue to grow our business. It is astonishing how many people will come up to me and say, hey, are you Valerie from that radio commercial?
Get 680 News and 98.1 CHFI working for you. Call 416-935-NEWS.
Listen, mentally, they all give a fuck what I'm doing right now. I don't give a fuck what they're doing right now. Who's the fucking one in control? Who's got the jurisdiction? The eminent domain. You're gonna lock me up? Well, first of all, I know you can't. It's discretionary bench warrant.
It's all for guardrail repairs, and the westbound QEW is jammed from the 427 to Cawthra, a little bit lighter on the eastbound side, but still a slow go as you approach here Ontario over to Cawthra. Eastbound on the 401, you're gonna find a good drive as you head across the city.
I'm not going to a plea court, buddy.
East of Kennedy and the collectors.
This is a repeat thing that me and some lawyers have had going on, where they're repeatedly telling me to plead guilty and sending me to plea court. And my name starts with V, so I have to sit all fucking day, and maybe if I'm lucky, get traversed back to the other court if it's not closed.
Kingston Road, so expect some lane restrictions at that intersection. It looks like
and they are so hell-bent on this that I can heckle every fucking case, and they won't kick me out of the room. They won't fucking push it along. You try heckling and see how quickly you get kicked out the courtroom. They won't. How the fuck? That's a fucking joke right there.
Westbound on Wilson, just before the Allen, that's causing a backup from west of Bathurst. Air Canada's worldwide seat sale is on now. Save on over 200 destinations worldwide. Book by January 13th at aircanada.com or contact your travel agent. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Increasing cloud and cold temperatures for most of the day. Our temperature will slowly rise to our guaranteed high -1 for tonight. Rising.
So if I wait longer, I will get warmer. Fuck, why'd I leave the house this morning?
Rain beginning early tomorrow morning.
That's why I'm all. That's half the reason I'm all fucked up now.
-1.
Right now downtown, we have got mix of sun and cloud, -4, feeling like -11 when you factor in the wind. Over at Pearson Airport, it's -5, but feeling like -12. 680 News Time, 1:43.
Now the Scotia iTrade Market Minute, live from the Business Center. Here's Chris McCusker. Well, Sarah, we've still got gains on Bay and Wall Street, and all indices in North America already hit intraday records. So the TSX higher by 68, 17,236. The Dow up by 185. 5, the S&P up by 16, and the NASDAQ up by 60 points. Now, gold is off its low for the day, still in the red, though, down $5, $15.55. Oil has spent much of the day in the red. Now, it's higher by 8 cents, $59.69 a barrel, and the Canadian dollar up by 0.3 cents, 76.40 cents U.S. At the
That's
Business
down from
Center,
70.
I'm Chris McCusker.
Whatever.
Direct invest with Scotia iTrade. Get up to $1,500 cash and $6.99 pricing, or up to 500 free equity trades. Details at scotiaitrade.com/winter20.
This is your Air Transat flight attendant announcing
The sale of the decade.
Okay, the decade is only a few days old.
This is Canada where they do this shit. Yeah. We're a weekend, and this is the sale of the decade. 7 days in, and this is it. 9 days, whatever the fuck.
Travel size toothpaste.
Go to airtransat.com or call your travel agent. Conditions apply.
Air Transat. Vacation is calling.
Over 500,000 Canadians are currently living with Alzheimer's disease. How can you help? You can help by creating a team with friends, family, or coworkers and fundraising together for the 30th IG Wealth Management.
I just know something's gonna happen with this Iran diplomatic situation, trying to get in there for the bodies and things. John Tory's gonna open his fucking mouth and say something stupid.
Visit walk.alz.to
I just know it.
for more information and to register. That's
We'll see, we'll see.
walk.alz.to. Together, we walk.
This is All News Radio.
He's always got words to say.
Partly cloudy sky in downtown Toronto. It's -4, feeling like -11. Good afternoon from the 680 News Broadcast Center. I'm Sarah Harris.
And I'm Steve Roberts. Here are the top stories right now.
The
I'm
Ukrainian
so fucked
passenger
up right
jet
now.
that crashed in Iran was hit by a missile. That, according to multiple reports. Several U.S. sources say they are confident that Iran accidentally shot down the plane using an anti-aircraft missile system. The crash coming just hours after Iran launched a missile attack against Iraqi military bases housing U.S. troops. Meantime, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is expected to address the nation in about 15 minutes' time regarding this new information about the plane crash. 680 News will carry that live. And a number of vigils to honor GTA victims of the crash are being held in Toronto tonight, including one set for 6 o'clock at Mel Lastman Square. Time now for 680 Sports from Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Here's Andrew Nye.
Sarah, Maple Leafs put a show on for the fans today with the 3-on-3 tournament at Nathan Phillips Square, as they have in the past. Took the subway to get there, not the captain's usual mode of transportation.
No, I haven't been on the subway in a little while, so it was good. Just everyone kind of caught off guard.
What are you talking about?
With us kind of coming on, but it's amazing just to support, even people just saying words of encouragement as we walk by, and how much they care about the team.
Next game for the Maple Leafs is Sunday against the Panthers in Florida. Andreas Janssen will travel with the team this weekend and is now listed as day-to-day. Clemson forward Robbie Robinson taken first overall by Inter Miami in the MLS Super Draft today. First 2 rounds go today. Travado's first pick is now 4 away at number 19. TFC has signed defender Chris Mavinga to a new 3-year deal. The White Sox have announced a 1-year, $12 million deal with Edwin Encarnacion. The deal includes a $12 million club option for 2021. Minnesota Vikings coach Mike Zimmer says receiver Adam Thielen is questionable for Saturday's game against San Francisco. He's been limited with an ankle injury. He reportedly got cleated in practice and needed stitches. Canada against Serbia in the ATP Cup quarters later tonight. Felix Auger-Aliassime will face Dusan Lajovic at 6. Denis Shapovalov takes on Novak Djokovic at 7:20. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime at the home of Tim Ensign, now on TV and radio. Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
When Lana Duke, owner of Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, wanted to grow sales and brand awareness in the GTA, she used the combined power of 680
Kidnap
News
the
and Sportsnet
DA
590
and bring
to
that
help
where
her
we
reach
stay.
more of her target market.
In a city like Toronto, you have 2 major factors. You have business and sports. And you're commuting to work and you're following the daily news. And of course, if you're like me, you're also following your favorite sports team. And I just think it's a natural to buy 680 News and Sportsnet 590 The Fan, because advertising on both of them allows us to reach our total audience.
So the 2-station combination is working for you?
For years and years, there's nothing stronger than radio doing it consistently. So I
knew that 680 News and Sportsnet
What's your
590 The
phone
Fan
number?
would just be a powerhouse for us. It's definitely working. Definitely go with both, and it'll come back to you tenfold.
Okay, Lena, I gotta ask. Can you do the catchphrase for us?
Come hungry, darling.
Get 680 News and Sportsnet 590 The Fan working for you. Call 416-935-NEWS.
This is All News Radio 680 News. It's 1:49. Friends, family, and likely people who have never met
I knew
her
there was
will
something wrong with the
gather
clock.
at
They turned off the
Etobicoke
hourly
Funeral
chime
Home
on that
today
clock. I knew there was
and
something wrong with
tomorrow
that
to
fucking
pay
clock.
tribute to Diane Ford. The mother of Premier Doug Ford died over the weekend at the age of 85. The visitation runs from 2 until 4 this afternoon and from 6 until 9 this evening at the Newaduck Funeral Home, Kipling Chapel. The funeral starts at 10 o'clock Saturday morning at the Toronto Congress Centre. And a judge has reaffirmed the conviction of a romance con artist who defrauded a woman of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Sean Rutenberg of Thornhill had argued for a stay of proceedings over how he was strip searched in detention. He said the frequent degrading searches had breached his rights. Rutenberg also
Yeah, and all the
complained
fucking
about
guards are
prosecution
gay.
behavior over late disclosure of materials. The
There's
judge,
all
however,
sorts of
said his
comments to
complaints
make,
didn't warrant
eh?
a stay, and he will now be sentenced. Rutenberg was convicted last May for fraud for bilking a woman out of almost $600,000. Coming up in 60 seconds, we'll check in with traffic and weather. 680 News Time, 1:50.
Catch all the excitement of your favorite slots and table games at
Nice
Casino
and
One
cool.
Sign
Oh.
up for a free One Rewards membership today, and you
There it
could
is.
be eligible to get your first $250 on us. Need a lift? We've added new Toronto shuttle bus routes that will take you right to our front doors. Must be 18 plus. Rewards membership required. If you gamble, play smart. Casino Woodbine, Toronto's home for gaming and entertainment.
Graham and Ben Loudon. Looking good, Ben.
Thanks, Dad. You too. Remember how I thought I could lose weight on my own? It never works. So eventually, I took your advice and called Harvey Brooker Weight Loss for Men.
And with the support of the Harvey Brooker team of men, I've lost 40 pounds myself.
Thursday, 1:50 p.m.
No, that's not what I needed.
Hello, bonjour, court support.
Hello, is there a way for me to contact a specific courtroom by phone? Like, I know the phones physically exist. I'm just wondering, do they actually interface? Because I'm having a bit of a situation. I know which courtroom I'm supposed to be in, but there's nothing I can do about being there. My lawyer's not going to be there. No, I don't. I fucking not have. Say that a duty counsel don't represent me. What the fuck did I just fucking say?
Okay, stop swearing at me.
No, you're forcing me to use your language. Those are the words I hear from you people all the time. Duty counsel don't represent me. So you've got me in a catch-22 where it's all my fault, eh?
I didn't say that anything was your fault at all.
No, I don't mean you specifically. I'm just thinking of all of you all at this courthouse. You just keep playing games with me.
Well, that's generalizing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm telling you I am generalizing it. I didn't mean you specifically. So there's no way for that. Why would I contact duty counsel? There's not going to be a duty counsel in this courtroom.
Did you ask them to assist you with this?
I don't think you're understanding. Duty counsel can't help me with this. So there's no way for me to cut. So my other option is to contact the Crown Attorney, which would be odd, but I could call that number too. Is that an appropriate thing for me to do?
Did you try duty counsel? I would try duty counsel because they do adjournments on people's behalf.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna get a DBW out of this no matter what. The duty counsel can't represent me at this. here at this. The duty council can't represent me for this matter at this appearance. So there's no alternative way. So if people don't have, so I just get listed as if I just didn't show up on purpose, eh? You do this to how many people a day do you do this to, huh?
Okay, I don't do anything to people every day.
Okay.
But, I mean, you could always come down and appear.
Yeah, that's the problem. What if, like, yeah, I can, but it's gonna be, in this case, it's gonna be a matter of time. I don't know how many other matters. I don't think there's gonna be any other matters in this courtroom, so there's gonna be an issue with this.
Well, I think it might be worth trying duty counsel.
I'm gonna call the Crown Attorney.
Okay. Okay, that's another thing you could try, sure.
Let's do that.
Okay, good luck.
Go fuck yourself. No, wait, we got to give it some cooling off time because she's going to call up the Crown Attorney and say some motherfucker just blah, blah, blah. Maybe. I'm nothing if not entertaining. I explore every fucking alternative option with these motherfuckers. They never paid me a dime for that courthouse to sit there. As far as I'm concerned, every time I walk in, that's my fucking property. I'm the only one not getting paid for this shit. And this ain't a regular court appearance. This is an appearance where I'm not supposed to fucking be there. A lawyer's supposed to fucking be there. Only he don't like black people, apparently. And he found out I had sickle cell and he don't want it. I don't think we can fucking represent you anymore. Oh, well, I'm not going to make it in 5 minutes, obviously. So let's fucking listen to Trudeau or whoever's going to fucking speak in the next 5 minutes.
Web address.
I'm sick as fuck. That camera's not going to show it, but I'm all fucked up, eh? I gotta ride the fucking subway, eh? Where the air quality, what sets off sickle cell but air quality? I'm supposed to go ride the subway. Motherfuckers.
Sarah, we've got markets at all-time highs on both sides of the border. And yes, the tensions between the U.S. and Iran have cooled, at least for now. So maybe investors are turning their attention instead to U.S.-China trade. Now, China confirming today it is planning to send a top negotiator to sign phase 1 of that trade agreement next week. The Dow is higher by 188, the S&P up by 16, and the NASDAQ higher by 62. Shares in Boeing bouncing back today after that stock took a hit yesterday. Right now, shares up by 1.5%, 336.39. As you've been hearing, there are reports that U.S. officials are confident the Ukrainian plane was shot down by Iran. At least 63 Canadians were killed. However, who takes the lead on the investigation is still unknown. George Ferguson is with Bloomberg Intelligence in New York.
Where did we got shot down in Tehran? Guess what? Tehran is going to take the
investigation. The manufacturer is involved in the investigation, and that would mean that the FAA would be the best, or the NTSB would be the best agency to be involved in this investigation. My guess is, given relations in the region are strained, and that the French typically have a pretty good relationship with Iran, my guess is that it could be some of the French regulatory agencies that would be involved, as part of EASA, to take a look at it.
Now, Canadian cannabis producer FSD Pharma started trading on the NASDAQ today. Not the greatest debut. That stock down 18%, $7.43. Ticker symbol, by the way, HUGE. Huge. TSX also hit an intraday high. Right now it's up 65, 17,232. Price for gold is down $6, $15.54. Oils has spent much of the day in the red. Now it's changed direction. Higher by 19 cents, 59.81.
I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to call the Crown Attorney and ask him for my court date, because that's really low-level work that they're not supposed to do, right?
During the session today, it has hit its lowest level since late last year. So again, intraday records on all 4 North American indices. The Dow right now up by 186, the TSX up 65. I'm Chris McCusker. This is 680 News.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can have dire consequences. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or even a hearse. These unplanned choices for transportation are costly and do not take you home. I'm Chuck Cox with the Highway Safety Division of the Ontario Provincial Police, asking you to choose your ride and always have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more. And thanks for driving sober.
We are summer. Are you ready? Are you ready?
It would sound better if I ran it through here, but it's too late for that. What the working class sleep. Might as well make it a feat.
I go hard till I'm in that box. A little baking soda mixed with the cane. Now we cooking rocks. Can't stick to many jobs. I know this is fearless me.
Fucking let them rock. I see you too. You too. Every night is the same. Tell me what this mean. You can call it greed. I call it get mine by any means.
Yeah, the KID. AKA the sad man. Put him to sleep like rock bye-bye, baby. Will the sun come up tomorrow? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, the boy done lost his way. Walking like a master everywhere they say. Yeah, the boy done lost his way. Nothing good here, all he found was great. Yeah, the boy done lost his way.
You don't mind, that's touching with my hand. Yeah, man. Oh, it's not a good comparison because of the size of my fucking hand, dude. There you go. Never showed up, so what? I'm not rewriting that. That's good on principle. Just on principle. It's gonna cost you more to come get me and lock me up. And I don't know, I got some pasta and some pasta sauce and it's I really want a cheese fucking sandwich right about now. And some Maxwell House instant coffee. I'm just craving it, you know, and some dip. These motherfuckers, I don't know who the fucking it is. I'm gonna bankrupt your whole fucking system, man. I don't really leave much for you to take from me. There's no crumbs. Don't touch it. You can find crumbs when I'm done. You're welcome to them. I don't think you're gonna find crumbs when I'm done. I'll put Trudeau on in a second.
Murder in the first degree. Homicide in my crib harassment. She just selling needle when her arm is can't. It's a cold world that we live in. Take it from me. Yeah, in the end, everything I see and have seen is but a dream within a dream. Long days, cold nights, summer phase.
Almost every week somebody drops dead in this building. I'm worried? I'm not worried about shit.
I suggest you close your lips, stop bumping your guards before you hurt someone you love. Down my morals for my gun, no regrets for these clips. Cross me and I second bounce shit. Got an M16, counted up the black market shit.
Big guns, big clips, you don't want any part of this.
I'm on that leave you with all this shit. We in shit, I
Give
give
a fuck who started it.
Try me, see how far you get. Four goons and a stolen whip. Roll through,
Fuck your whole day up.
fucking clown. Should've paid up. Not a great day to put in work. Covering your coffin in dirt. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, he got what he deserved. This the life that we live. This the life that we live. This the life that we live, motherfucker. This the life that we live. This the life that we live. This the life that we live.
I got the keys to his shorts, man. I'll put you on in a minute. I need to get this shit off my chest, though.
There ain't no peace, all I see is violence in the streets. Junkies in the alleyway, homie brothers by any means. Random robberies just to feed. Who's your eyes are asking what it's like to be me? It's just the nature of the beast. No warning, we just sink our teeth. We rip the competition apart. Once the gun goes off, it gets on. He played it till he passed on. I grown man, cry like a hoe. What a sad song. All my soldiers put your flags on. We gon' back to the song. I keep the strap like an ace in the hat. Yeah, I'd rather get caught with the doing
Out of where I'm at. Push you on. When they get caught, they end up in fucking PC somehow. And then the charges just somehow disappear and shit.
I'm jumping on deck with my hand on my tech. Disrespect, but mama, get your face in your lap. Claiming you hardcore, but doing bass in the trap. I'm loading my gun up, where the fuck boys at? It's murder, homie. Don't talk shit, get your bird on, homie. Chrome on me, and I'm down for the first degree. First 40 gig, and my cousin on tape. Cutting the cop off with a 30 razor blade. These days are crazy, no homies ain't getting paid. Fuck with the boss, so when you home will get sprayed. I'm hanging with real killers, saying what Trump tells you. Cities are melting pot, controlled by the devil's plot. Don't care if you're ready or not. You dead on the block, you step ahead of the cop. She's a hoes down, joking around. Catch you smoking a pound in your hood, holding it down. Killer king, holding the crown. You can't play with me, it's the nature of the beast. The nature of the beast, it's the nature of the beast. You can't play with me, it's the nature of the beast. The nature of the beast, nature of the beast. You can't play with me, it's the nature of the beast. The nature of the beast, the nature of the beast. You can't play, you can't play. The nature of the beast, the nature of the beast. Yeah, the nature of the beast. Gangster, all you do is talk, you some fat fuck prankster. Stuck up in the fence, shoot your shit, top prankster. Penetrate the score with my face, top prankster. Stop the balls when you stay blind. Keep it fucking flags and your chains are danger. Creeping in the average, you ain't far. Just straight, stay away from the checks for my race. Ain't a bunch of points that we spice up. In the cut the lanes will be laced up. Slam drugs in no other way. Homie cake up, bake up, parts of the talk for my best. I test one basic thing that I can't cut straight up. Can say grace without praise, and that's place. Pop up, welcome with the Mary J. Slam. Big bucks all about the profit we make up. Boys, we gangsters, all in you pay. You can't play me. You can't play.
ABC News Network. This portion of 680 News brought to you.
He said he was going to talk, but did he get it wrapped up already?
In 30 seconds, we'll have a check on city streets, along with the price of gas.
Yeah, I think I might have played that over.
On happenings in Ottawa today. The Prime Minister is set to speak at 2 o'clock. Things have been delayed just a little bit, but as soon as he speaks, we will take you to that live.
680 News Time,
So I timed that
The
perfectly.
show from Miami Beach is coming to Falls View Casino. Conga, live February 4th to 10th at Niagara Falls View
So I've
Casino.
already missed
With
court.
a huge cast of dancers and singers, plus a rockin' salsa band, this full-scale production weaves its way through some of the greatest dance hits of all time. Visit FallsViewCasinoResort.com for tickets. Conga, live February 4th to 10th at Niagara Falls View Casino. Taking a look now at city streets, traffic lights are out at the intersection of Mayfield and Gore Road and Mayfield and Coleraine. Now, no police on point duty just yet, but we are keeping an eye on that one for you. Probably an area to avoid. And eastbound Fanchi is backed up from Weston to approaching the 400. Unfortunately, that is all because of construction. Now, the 680 News gas price update and process. The price of gas is going to drop in a big way tonight, down 3 cents a liter at midnight, down to $1.15.9.
680 News Time, 2:10.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want some free money? Transfer an RRSP or TFSA to Meridian before March 2nd, and you can get a 1% cash bonus. Real, genuine, free money. Visit meridiancu.ca to learn more. Terms and conditions apply.
The Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs wants to take this opportunity to thank the many snowmobilers who participated in last year's Try Our Trails program. The program has been discontinued for 2020, but you can still ride the trails with an appropriate 2020 Ontario Snowmobile Trail permit. For more details about other programs and special events offered by the Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs, or to volunteer with the club, visit ofsc.on.ca. That's ofsc.on.ca.
680 News Time, 2:11.
Time now for traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Carrie Prunskis.
This report is brought to you by Monte Carlo Inns. Heading westbound on the QEW, traffic is jammed from the 427 to Cawthra. That's where the left lane is closed for some maintenance work. Crews are also working eastbound on the QEW at Cawthra. The left lane closed there, so it's backed up from approaching here Ontario. Just noticing a slowdown on the westbound Gardner. It's getting really jammed from Royal York over to Kipling. We likely have a new problem there. I'm just waiting for that camera at Kipling to load. And there we go. Just west of Kipling in the Express, looks like the right lane is now blocked. Dump truck looks like it's stalled out. Don't think it was involved in a crash here, but that's the reason for that slowdown westbound on the Gardner from Royal York over to Kipling.
So why
where we have that problem just west of Kipling in the Express. Northbound of the Don Valley Parkway, that's getting busy from just north of Don Mills to north of Lawrence. Southbound on the 404 Don Valley Parkway, expect delays as you approach Shepherd onto the 401 ramps. Westbound 401, that's slow going into Mississauga, approaching here Ontario and the collectors to Mavis. Not too bad though on the eastbound 401, just a bit of a delay from Kipling over to 400, mainly in the express lanes. Traffic Explorer is saying Mayfield and the Gore Road. The traffic lights are out at that intersection, so treat it as a four-way stop. They're also out at Mayfield and Coleraine. For a wonderful winter escape, right now at Monte Carlo Inns, you can save 20% on a luxury suite. Go to MonteCarloInns.com and enter the promo code WINTER. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Increasing cloud and cold temperatures for most of the day. Our temperature will slowly rise to our guaranteed high -1. For tonight, rising temperatures, cloudy sky, and up to +7 tomorrow with periods of rain beginning early tomorrow morning. For today, the guaranteed high -1. Right now in downtown Toronto, it's partly cloudy, -4. It feels like -11. At Pearson Airport, it's cloudy and -5, a wind chill of -12. 680 News Time, 2:13.
Time now for the Scotia iTrade Market Minute. Let's check in at the Business Center. And Chris McCusker. Chris?
Steve, intraday records on all 4 North American indices. The TSX up by 74, 17,241. We've still got the gold stocks in the red. Gold is off by $6, $15.53. All right, oil's back in the red. It's down 14 cents, 59.47. Spent much of the day lower, was briefly higher, and now it's lower again. The Canadian dollar off by 1/4 cent now, 76.44 cents US. The Dow higher by 193, so it is getting close to 29,000. The S&P up by 18 and the NASDAQ up by 59. It moved above 9,200 today. At the Business Center, I'm Chris McCusker.
Direct invest with Scotia iTrade. Get up to $1,500 cash and $6.99 pricing.
You're going to say I have a problem with authority? No, I'm just not cooperating with authority. I disagree as to who has the authority.
I'm Green, CEO of Indochino. We think made-to-measure
I got thrown on the ground and handcuffed and people were about to start beating me up. I get charged.
We transformed everything about the custom clothing experience to be able to bring you the luxury of custom-tailored suits, coats, and shirts at impressively
fair prices. They made the mistake of holding me at the south. That was comfortable.
$30 off when you spend over $400 with code NEWS at Indochino.com or any Indochino showroom. Indochino, made to measure, made affordable.
It's giving medication.
Great. I'm exhausted. Just want to go home and crawl into bed. I think I'm good to drive. I've driven this route 1,000,000 times. Research shows people often can't accurately judge their level of impairment after drinking, and they may not be safe to drive.
Hey, Liz, I know you said you feel okay, but you've had more than a few. Ride with me and we'll get your car tomorrow.
Drunk driving is a woman's issue, too. Learn how to reduce the risk at changetheconversation.ca.
This is all News Radio.
Drunk driver, hijack squad, and we will
downtown Toronto still. Some breaks the sunshine.
relieve them of
-4. We
the
like -11 with the winds. Good afternoon from the 680 News Broadcast Center. I'm Steve Roberts.
And I'm Sarah Paris. Here are the top stories this hour.
We are waiting for the Prime Minister to speak in Ottawa this hour after multiple reports say the Ukrainian airliner that crashed in Iran, killing all 176 on board, may have accidentally been struck by a missile. That will take you to Ottawa as soon as the Prime Minister begins speaking. It comes as Iran has now invited Canada to participate in the crash investigation. A team of Canadian investigators from the TSB are now headed there.
I'm paranoid, but there's a lot of friendly fire incidents against Canadians, and I don't like it.
Sports at 2:15. And from Sportsnet 590 The Fan, here's Alex Xero. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Steve, Maple Leafs held their outdoor skate at Nathan Phillips Square today. It always brings a smile to the face of Mitch Marner.
I think everyone enjoyed it. I mean, we're grateful for how many fans come to these events and how many fans we get to interact with. So we have a lot of fun with it. We're enjoying it. Moments like these we always enjoy and take it for the most.
And Team East wound up winning the 3-on-3 tournament. Leafs in Florida Sunday.
They won't allow cameras in the fucking Ontario courts, and I can tell you why. It will show all the bullshit they do to us in these courtrooms.
TFC also holding the 25th selection with the first pick. Inter Miami
That's why we still have
Clemson forward
sketches of
Robinson.
Tiger people making appearances in the newspaper.
Later this month for his 2020 debut. He'll also play Riviera on February the 12th. Right now, it's the round 1 of the Hawaii, make that the Sony Open in Hawaii. Daniel Berger has the early lead at -2. And coming off the win over Charlotte, Raptors shooter Matt Thomas will join Tim and Sid at 6:35 this evening. Raptors host San Antonio Sunday. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime on the home of Tim and Sid. Now on TV and radio, Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
I'm Scott McGillivray. Selling a home can be complicated. In Toronto, I trust Frank Leo to get you top dollar for your most prized possession. His industry-leading marketing strategy gives your home maximum exposure. Go to GetLeo.com today. That's GetLeo.com and start packing.
Julie?
I can't record all I'm doing dumb shit. I do dumb shit, but I can't record all that dumb shit.
Coach. Say, how would your Friday night change if you won Friday's Lotomax jackpot of an estimated $33 million?
I plan a little getaway.
Little?
Okay, a huge getaway. I'll travel the world.
I'm arrested at my own fucking front door for coming in my front door.
Even breakdancing.
Yeah, somebody else had that.
Friday's Lotomax jackpot is an estimated $33 million.
It's 2 different times, I think.
Tuesdays and Fridays, you can dream to the max.
When When it comes to getting the most money for your home
No, I
in
thought
Toronto,
several.
I
There
trust
was
the
2 videos of
industry-leading
one.
marketing strategy of Frank Leo. I'm Scott McGilvery. Selling a home doesn't have to be complicated. Get what your home is worth. Go to GetLeo.com today. That's GetLeo.com and start packing.
680 News Time, 2:18.
Well, his name is Buck Henry, and he is a versatile writer, director, and character actor who co-wrote and appeared in The Graduate, but he has now died in Los Angeles. He also appeared a number of times as a guest host on SNL.
Hello, I'm Buck Henry, and I'll be the host tonight on Saturday Night Live. It's the last live show of the season, and anything can happen. I mean, there's no telling who might show up.
Henry was 89 years old. His wife telling the Washington Post that her husband's death yesterday was due to a heart attack. You're listening to 680 News. Coming up, a Prince tribute concert this month featuring performances from all kinds of artists.
It's been 20 fucking minutes, man. Come on.
Performances for that tribute will be done by John Legend,
So,
Foo Fighters,
whatever the
Alicia
name of
Keys,
this
among
song
others.
is probably
The
right
Recording
down there.
Academy announced that Let's Go Crazy and a Grammy salute to Prince will be taped coming up on January 28th, 2 days after the Grammy Awards. The show is slated to air later on this year. And the lawyer who represents more than 20 of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged victims has now written a book about his decade-long quest to bring the billionaire financier to justice. Bradley J. Edwards' book, titled Relentless Pursuit, My Fight for the Victims of Jeffrey Epstein, is due out at the end of the month. Epstein was found dead in his jail cell in New York last summer. He was awaiting trial on numerous sex charges involving underage girls. And it turns out that one massive U.S. retailer is going to be closing 30 of its stores following a drop in sales over the holidays.
Store sales figure for November-December was a drop of 0.6%. It's actually much better than what analysts expected and a vast improvement from the previous quarter. But Macy's, like many retailers, is struggling with shoppers migrating to the internet and discounters like TJ Maxx attracting customers. Macy's says it will close 28 stores and one of its Bloomingdale's locations. Macy's is hoping to lure customers back to stores with an off-price department called Backstage and offering pre-owned clothing through ThredUp. I'm Jackie Quinn.
And just programming note, we are just waiting for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to begin speaking from Ottawa today about some new information regarding the Iranian crash or the Ukraine Airlines crash that crashed in Iran. We will bring you the very latest as soon as the Prime Minister starts speaking. He was scheduled to speak about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Looks like he is running a little late, but we'll have the very latest as soon as he starts speaking.
680 News Time, 2:20. You're all bundled up.
Yeah, well, it is minus 17,000.
As much time as it takes me to
right.
twist this
Says
shit
right
up
here,
and leave,
get
bro.
25% off MSRP for up to $17,700 in total discounts on select Ram 1500 classic models. Plus, we make no payments for 90 days.
Oh, I see. Minus 17,700.
There you go.
I'll grab my coat.
I can't believe that worked.
It's the Ram 4x4 winter event. See dealer for details. Enjoy a great big winter welcome in New York City. Seize the season with Porter Airlines at a special offer called NYC Winter Outing. This offer includes 2-for-1 tickets to top attractions and Broadway shows, plus prefix deals at the best restaurants. Make it happen January 21 through February 9 by booking your flight to New York City with Porter Airlines. Visit flyporter.com/NY. Porter, flying refined.
680 News Time, 2:21.
Time now for traffic and weather together on the ones. Carrie Prunskis.
This report is brought to you by 407 ETR. I'm getting a lot of calls from traffic spotters in Caledon about this power outage that we have going on now. It sounds like anywhere from here, Ontario, to the Gore Road and from King Road down to Mayfield. In that block, a
Oh, and I
bunch
know
of
I was
traffic
rude to the
lights are
woman on the
out.
phone.
So remember,
I'm
if you
not gonna
arrive
pay
at
to be
any of
nice
those
to her.
intersections affected, treat them as four-way
I didn't
stops.
open
I
an
know a lot
account
of
with
people
them
don't
and then
like to
call
do
up the
that,
people
but those
and
are the
get
rules.
rude.
Please try to abide by them. And we just got this in from the
All the
NTO.
problems with
Southbound
people.
on the
I got plenty of
400
them.
at
I got
Aurora
mail and
Road. The
shit
left
all over
lane
the
is now
fucking place from
closed.
these
That's for
people.
emergency road work. So be careful as you're coming
They
down the
want from me
southbound
money.
400 heading through Aurora
They want me
Road.
to shut up
If
and they
you're on
want
the
money. What,
westbound
put me in
Gardner,
jail. What
it's
the
filling
fuck?
in out of
Fuck off.
downtown from
Put me
west
in
of
jail.
Jarvis
Spend
to
more
west
money
of
to get money
Strawn.
you're
That
not gonna
problem
get.
west of Kipling and
That's
the
what the
Express
story
is
is.
cleared, but still it's slow go westbound Gardner as you approach Kipling. And then westbound QEW, it is jammed from the 427 to Cawthra. That's where the left lane is closed off for maintenance. Eastbound on the QEW at Cawthra, the left lane also closed there. It's backed up as you approach here, Ontario. A slow go on the eastbound 401 as you head through Mavis. Also getting busy from the 427 to the 400 in the Express. And westbound traffic on the 401 is slow into Mississauga, approaching here, Ontario, and the collectors to Mavis. Northbound on the Don Valley Parkway, that's getting busy from Don Mills to north of Lawrence. 407 ETR saves drivers 30 million hours of time each year, giving you more time for the things that matter most to you. Visit 407etr.com. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
The clouds will take charge and rising temperatures for us today. A slow climb to our guaranteed high -1. It'll be cloudy tonight, and for tomorrow, periods of rain beginning early in the morning, a gusty southwest wind, and all the way up to +7. For today, the guaranteed high -1.
Right now in downtown Toronto, it's a partly cloudy sky, -4, feels like -11. At Pearson Airport, it's cloudy and -5, a wind chill of -12.
And we are just waiting for the Prime Minister to speak from Ottawa this hour after a number of reports say that Ukrainian airliner that crashed in Iran this week, killing all 176 on board, may have accidentally been taken down by a missile. We will take you live when the Prime Minister starts speaking, coming up.
680 News Time, 224.
License 10349. It's a slap in the face. Your bank refused your mortgage. Don't get mad. Call Northwood Mortgage. Northwood Mortgage takes a closer look at your financial picture, property equity, past record, the promise of performance, and more. Northwood Mortgage does everything they can to approve the mortgage you need. That's their business. Northwood Mortgage. Visit NorthwoodMortgage.com.
We're working harder for you. Hey, smart speaker, play what I need to know. Did you mean 680 News?
This holiday season, 680 News wants to help pay off those holiday bills with the 680 News
Streaming Secret.
Stream 680 News daily on your smart speaker or any streaming device for the secret code word of the week.
When you hear it, enter the weekly code for your chance to win $2,500 cash.
That's a lot of money. The 680 News Streaming Secret.
Exclusively on your smart speaker and streaming devices. For details, visit 680news.com/secret.
And this portion of 680 News for the Monitoring Center Home Security. Well, the Canadian dollar coming off its lows for the day with the Bank of Canada governor now speaking in Vancouver. Details with Chris McCusker next.
680 News Time, 225.
At the Monitoring Center, we care about your home security as well as your pocketbook. The Monitoring Center was built to deliver wholesale monitoring rates directly to our customers. Switch your current alarm system or select from one of our customizable installation packages. Choose the Monitoring Center for your home security. Think security? Think the Monitoring Center. Why? Because we care.
1-866-24-999.
Do you suffer from CRA mail
The
anxiety?
police who damaged this fucking jacket. That's the other thing.
Are the envelopes piling
This
up?
side's
Don't
fine.
know where to start? We do at Mark Feldstein and Associates.
He's not
We
fixing
deal
it
with
with what
this
it's made
every
of.
day. It's
Fucking
time
plastic.
to take control and start sleeping at
The ring
night.
don't come through, so
Call
I
Mark
don't give a fuck.
Feldstein and Associates, chartered accountants
The
now.
other one
at Pound
smells
Tax.
bad. Looks
That's
better,
the pound
smells
sign
bad.
tax.
So.
Or visit markfeldstein.ca. So the next time you see a brown envelope, think Pound Tax.
680 News Time, 226.
Time now for the 680 News Business Report, live to the Business Center with Chris McCusker.
Look at that far.
Well, Steve, the Bank of Canada governor, holding a fireside chat in Vancouver. He's going to have a news conference in less than an hour from now. And not a ton of
He'll be on
movement in
fucking
our
time. Watch.
loonie. It has come off its low for the day. Stephen Poloz cited a few key areas that are top of mind for the central bank, including global trade policy developments, adding that any benefits remain unclear, at least at this point. No signals on interest rates as of yet. The Canadian dollar down
I'll pay $6 for this and it remains your property?
76.46 cents US.
That is
Bay
not
Street finally
cool.
joining the party today, hitting an
dare
intraday
you to
high
take
after
it
getting
off me.
very close yesterday. The
I'll
TSX at
sharpen it up
72,
on the
17,240.
subways
Gold is
riding
down
along.
$5, 15.54. Oil off by 7 cents, 59.54 a barrel. And we've got Wall Street hitting all-time highs as well. The Dow is up by 195. The S&P up by 18, the NASDAQ higher by 65.
Prove I have one.
Now, here's the thing. Tensions between the U.S. and Iran have eased, yes, but there is a sense that it's not over yet. Philip Peterson is
shit,
Chief
nice.
Investment Strategist with Manulife Investment Management.
The markets, it feels like have gotten a little bit ahead of themselves. It seems that they're painting the whole world with rose-colored glasses, not only on the geopolitical front, but also on the earnings front. I think that this is where we need a lot to go right for the markets to be justified at these current levels, and I think it is a very lofty bar to overcome.
And providing a lift to Wall Street today, shares in Apple hit an all-time high, 310.43, right now up by 1.8% to 308.73. Government data in China shows an 18% jump in iPhone sales in December. That's roughly 3.2 million phones. But as well today, the stock got an upgrade at Jefferies. This year, shares in Apple, so 6 trading days in 2020.
Hi, it's Ivanka Osmak. Normally, I'm a sports anchor for Sportsnet, but today I'm spreading the news about Sleep Country's Aquagel pillow. To be honest, I'd never even heard of a gel pillow before their sleep experts suggested I try it out, and I am glad they did. The pillow is so comfortable. It's made with a water-based gel, so it's a super breathable alternative to memory foam that cradles your neck and keeps you cool. I've always been a little picky about my pillow, but that was totally embraced when I went to Sleep Country. Their sleep experts are sleep obsessed. It was amazing to see all the options they could recommend based on just a few things I told them about my sleeping habits. So really, no matter how you sleep, I'm sure they'll be able to recommend a great pillow to you. Plus, right now, when you buy one Aquagel pillow, you get a second Aquagel pillow free. Get matched to your perfect pillow at Sleep Country or order online at sleepcountry.ca today. Sleep Country, all for sleep.
I'm gonna do something stupid because I want a cheese sandwich.
And taking a look now at your business travelers forecast. If you are heading off to Vancouver today, a chance of some rain or flurries and 3 degrees. If you're heading out to Calgary, a rough one, chance of flurries, high of -16. In the nation's capital today, a mix of sun and cloud and -11. In Montreal, mainly sunny and -9. If you're heading off stateside to New York City, sunny today and 2 degrees. Chicago, cloudy and 9. Right now in downtown Toronto, we've got mostly cloudy skies, a temperature of -3, feeling like -11. The News Watch never stops. 680 News, we are live 24/7. I'm Steve Roberts. It's 2:30.
#1 for news in Toronto. This is 680 News.
Good afternoon.
30 minutes.
Thursday, January the 9th. I'm Laura Carney.
I'm Scott Burnett. Here's what's making news right now.
A disturbing theory about what brought down that Ukrainian Airlines plane, killing all 176 on board, is getting more backing, with several sources saying a missile strike is to blame.
We're waiting for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to address the nation. He's expected to soon speak about the latest disturbing developments on the Iran plane crash.
Public elementary teachers in the province step up their job action. They'll boycott extracurriculars as of Monday, and they're threatening rotating walkouts a week later.
And we will chat Austin Matthews, who's having some kind of season. Leafs in Florida Sunday. TFC in the news today. Sports 45.
Main Wall Street stock market's higher. Boeing stock heading higher as well amid the latest news on that Iranian plane crash. Business at 56. 2:31.
Time for traffic and weather together. On the ones, here's Carrie Prunskis.
This report is brought to you by TSC. Pylons are being picked up on the QEW in both directions through Cawthra, so that maintenance work has almost wrapped up. But in the meantime, westbound on the QEW, it is jammed from the 4